This is Jarrod Horak, and this is my latest Kentucky Derby update. Right now it's Sunday, April 21st. The Kentucky Derby will be run Saturday, May 4th. We're a bit less than 2 weeks to go to the big race. Yesterday we saw a bunch of workouts, and I covered those in a video, and you can watch that one on my YouTube channel if you haven't seen that one yet. And we had just one workout this morning. I'll talk about that workout and some other Kentucky Derby news in this video. Now, if you're interested in reading my Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks reports, head on over to todaysracingdigest.com. And when you get to their front page at the top near the left, you're going to see a Kentucky Derby tab. Click on that tab. It'll take you over to the Digest Derby page. And there you will be able to read all of my weekly Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks reports. Every Monday, I update the Oaks. So I'll be updating that again on April 22nd. Then every Tuesday, I update the Derby. I'll be updating that article on April 23rd. So you can find those at todaysracingdigest.com on their Kentucky Derby page. If you're interested in my annual Triple Crown Series analysis, full cards that I cover for the Triple Crown Series, and then I also do Southern California full cards, you can find those full cards at my personal website, runawayhorse.com. And when you get there, go over to my sales page, and you'll see my schedule that I'm going to be covering from now, at least through Del Mar later this summer. I'm going to be doing, right now I'm doing Santa Anita full cards. And then for Kentucky Derby week, I'm going to be doing Kentucky Oaks Day full card May 3rd, Kentucky Derby Day full card on May 4th. And then for Preakness week, I'm going to be doing Black Eyed Susan Day, the day before the Preakness on May 17th, Preakness Day full card on May 18th. Belmont Stakes week, the Belmont Stakes 4-day festival. It's going to be at Saratoga this year, June 6th through 9th. And I'm going to be doing full cards for all 4 of those days. So go over to the runawayhorse.com for more details. You will also be able to purchase my Triple Crown Series full cards at todaysracingdigest.com. Now let's talk about some of the Kentucky Derby news for April 21st. Now, Track Phantom was the lone horse to have a workout today, and he went 5 furlongs in 1:80 seconds. That was at Churchill Downs. That was the 6th best work of 32 on the day. Now, he worked in company with his stablemate Carbone. They went out 6 furlongs in 1:13.59, and then galloped out 7 furlongs in 1:27.19. Solid enough work. Track Phantom's one that's going to impact the pace in the Derby. He wore blinkers in this workout. He will wear them in the Kentucky Derby as well. And Joel Rosario is going to be riding Track Phantom for trainer Steve Asmussen in the Kentucky Derby. Now, we had a defection out of the Kentucky Derby, and it wasn't unexpected. Deterministic for trainer Christophe Clement is now out of the Kentucky Derby. And he's only run 3 times. He won his debut at Saratoga last summer. That was at 7 furlongs. And then he returned off of a layoff, and he won the Grade 3 Gotham Stakes, defeating Just a Touch. And in that race, he got 50 Kentucky Derby points. That qualified him for the Derby. Then they ran him in the Wood Memorial, and he was the favorite there, and he finished 8th. So after that disappointing effort, you kind of figured he was so lightly raced coming off of a poor effort that they weren't going to run him in the Derby. But he did have a workout on April 21st, the training track at Belmont. He worked 5 furlongs in 1:02.63 seconds, 11th best of 19 works. And one of the races that they may be targeting, the Peter Pan Stakes on May 11th at Aqueduct. That's going to be a prep race for the Belmont Stakes. Now, since Deterministic is out, that means that Grand Mo the First has drawn into the Kentucky Derby, and he's going to be running in the Derby. He's a son of Uncle Mo, and Giant's Causeway is the dam sire. Victor Barboza Jr. is his trainer, and this horse has run 6 times overall. He's got 2 wins and 4 runner-up finishes. Now, he won his first 2 career starts, and then he stepped up and faced Stakes Company in his last 4 starts. The Grade 3 Zuma Beach on turf, he finished 3rd there. He was 3rd in the 7 furlong Swale Stakes at Gulfstream, and then in the Tampa Bay Derby at Tampa Bay Downs. That was a Grade 3. He finished 3rd there. And once again, he completed the trifecta, which he's done in all of his stake starts in the Grade 1 Florida Derby. Fierceness ran away with that one. Grand Mo the First was able to garner the show there. So he's one that has good tactical speed. He's very consistent. So he'll probably work out a decent trip, but he's going to have to run much faster to compete for a top 3 placing. Now, his last workout, 5 furlongs in 1:03.95. That was 9th best of 9 works at Gulfstream Park on April 14th. And he's going to work next at Gulfstream Park on April 23rd. And then they're going to ship him to Churchill Downs after that. And then he doesn't have any scheduled workouts at Churchill Downs. He's just going to gallop and jog up to the Kentucky Derby after that workout on April 23rd. Now, the next horse in line now, Common Defense, is waiting for a defection, and then Epic Ride. So they're 21st and 22nd on the points list now. They're waiting to see if there's any more defections, and they will be able to get into the race. Now, Endlessly, for trainer Michael McCarthy, is not guaranteed to run in the Kentucky Derby. He's only run on turf and all-weather ground. He got 100 points for winning the Jeff Ruby Stakes, so that qualified him for the Kentucky Derby. But they're just not sure if they're going to run yet. He's been working out at Churchill Downs. He had a workout on April 20th, and I talked about that one. His workouts haven't been particularly flashy. He's not showing that he loves dirt. Michael McCarthy said the way he's always trained on dirt throughout his whole career is the same that he's training at Churchill Downs now. So I don't know what they're going to do. Most likely, they're going to run him in the turf race, the Grade 2 American Turf at Churchill Downs on the Kentucky Derby undercard. That would be my guess, but he has qualified for the Derby, and he's going to have one more work, and then they're going to make that final decision. Post positions will be drawn Saturday, April 27th. And he worked on April 20th, so let's see if he doesn't come back and work the morning of April 27th, and then they make a decision then, or maybe before that, we'll have to see. And then Encino is the other one that's not guaranteed to go in the Kentucky Derby. He won the final Kentucky Derby points race. That was the Grade 3 Lexington Stakes at Keeneland on April 13th. So we'll have to see. He'll probably have one workout prior to the Kentucky Derby, and then the connections, Brad Cox, Godolphin Racing, they'll decide what they want to do. If they want to come back 3 weeks and run in the Kentucky Derby, or maybe they want to try to run in the Preakness Stakes and they'll have 5 weeks between starts. We'll have to see what they do with Encino and with Endlessly, and then waiting in the wings, like I said, Common Defense and Epic Ride if there are any more defections. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you like this horse racing content, and keep checking my YouTube channel. I'm going to be having a lot of Kentucky Derby videos that I'm going to be posting as we get closer to the 2024 Kentucky Derby. And until I see you next time, good luck at the races.